live. Oh boy, I got a few people here. Not so good at trolling. Matthew, son of a quack, Daryl Scott, Mark, S, yo S. Deduct 100 Shroot Bucks from his account, please. How many Shroot Bucks to Stanley Nichols? The same as leprechauns to unicorns. I almost said leprechauns. All right, so yep. It wouldn't be a stream if I was on time, would it? Only a couple minutes late. Mystery Snail Gardens, hello. Bright green today. Whew. This is way greener than I thought it was, but I like it. I like it a lot. How's everyone doing today? I couldn't decide between 9 or 10, so I picked 9:30. I don't know. Have to lurk because of work. I expect that a lot. At 9:30. Ooh, I just got the notification. Steenfott Aquatics is live on your channel. All right. Let me turn notifications off. That'll happen sometimes. That'll happen. I also got to turn on. Yeah, I got a few minutes till people roll in here, so I don't feel bad. Randy, Dane, Duke Nukem, Jeremy, Eric Wyrock, Aiden, Dave, my fish tanks. If you're tight on space, would you rather have 155 or two 29-gallon tanks? Oh man, I think I'd have to go with 229s just because I'm not a fan of the 55-gallon anymore. I look like I should be on a tennis court. That's funny because I was just mentioning the other day how I need to find a tennis partner. Fish Dreams, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing better than the last time I saw you anyways. Now what was I doing? I was doing something. Oh yeah. Dan's Fish links. dansfish.com. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag affiliate. Let's see. Open up the chat. Buy fish here. Before Zen Ginger yells at me, I gotta get this on here on the pinned comment. There we go. That green is a good color for you. This is actually... Nah, maybe we'll talk about it later. 11:30 in Texas. Got the notification. Audio, video, 10 out of 10. Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate it. Good to see you, buddy. Hi, Bob. Hope all your... Wait. Hiya, Bob. Hi, all. Hope you're all well. Oh, boy. And I've actually been up for a couple hours, and that sentence still tongue-tied me. No excuses for that. Also, shout out to all veterans. Happy Veterans Day. Thank all veterans for your service. Matthew Vargas says 55-gallon is terrible. We are moving out in January, and my girlfriend thinks she is bringing her 55 with her. I told her it's not coming unless she upgrades to a 75. That's such a huge upgrade, too. Like, amazing upgrade. Trish, I am so happy to see you. I hope you're having a good week and a good day. Peplin Creek Aquatics, good morning. And Michelle, hello. I ditched my 55 too. Yeah. Okay, there is one instance where I love 55-gallon tanks, and that's plant grow-out tanks. 75s do not fit the bill there simply because you need 2 lights instead of 1. So a 55 allows you to put like 1 shop light on there, and you can grow out a ton of plants. Unless you're doing like super high-tech stuff, then you have to get a real light, but anything else is all right. Twin Cities Guppies, Kang Lee, I hope your fish store is doing well. I haven't really heard much about it. Of course, I haven't really been online much the last couple months, but I hope it's going well. The 12-inch depth does not do it for me. I prefer the 40, to be honest. Yep, 40 over 55 any day of the week. Now, I guess also, if I already had like larger rainbow fish, then I would be forced to the 55. But why not just get the 75? Unless there's like some weird issues as far as it fitting in your house. 75 is always better. It's not that much more money if you get it on that 50% off sale. I got my 55, got a leak, and I went with the 40 breeder, and it's 1,000,000 times better. Yep. Would a 33 long be better for plants or a 55? I think it depends on what plants you're growing. So a 33 is only 12 inches tall, right? You figure maybe you lose at best like 2 inches for the substrate, so then you're at 10 inches. And like stem plants, most of your stem plants you want to chop at like 6 to 8 inches is when you start clipping them. So that really only gives you like 4-inch clippings. Now, I don't know about you, but a lot of people, in my experience, don't buy clippings that are only like 4 inches. So you really want your clippings to be like 6 to 8 inches. So I don't know. It could be done. I just think a 55 would be better for stem plants. But if you're doing carpeting plants or any like dwarf, dwarf chainsword, micro chainsword, dwarf sag, which is not really a dwarf plant, but anything like that, then yeah, 33 would be way better. Jimmy P, what's going on, buddy? Says my first tank was a 55 gallon and I still have it. I like it for the room I'm keeping. Yeah, obviously there's situations where, bigger tanks, deeper tanks as far as front to back are not going to work out, but I do think 55 is one of the worst sizes. We got my 55. 55 is great for paludariums. See, I like 75s more for that too. Like that depth, it's a huge difference. Heck, just get the 90. Now the 90, you get into interesting territory because the 90 is 4 inches taller. So now you're going to have less par at the substrate. So again, if you're not doing like any high-tech plants, yeah, just get the 90. Or get the 90 and shell out for better lighting. But that 4 inches, believe it or not, makes a big difference by the time that light reaches the par. It's a big difference. My pro gourami spawned recently. The males can be super aggressive. One of the annoying traits with gouramis. Did you ever have success with shrimp? Did you ever find like a local good source for shrimp? I'm curious. DeFreeze Aquariums, what's up, Rob? Good to see you, buddy. Yes, agree to turn my 55 into a paludarium. It's really for larger community fish. A full-grown Oscar can't even turn around. I agree. It kills me when I see Oscars in 55-gallon tanks. Like, obviously, if it's a 4-inch Oscar, big whoop. But we can go on YouTube and easily find 50 people keeping Oscars, like adult Oscars, in 55-gallon tanks, and it's depressing. $10 super chat from Ginger Grumble just for fun. I hope that was fun. Thank you. Love the 2x4 tall tanks. Now, I do love the 120 gallon. Just get the 300. I already got the 300. I already got it. It's going to be going in very soon. Hopefully this month, the 300 will be in the fish room. It's going to take a lot of work. There's the previous owner kept it under a tree, so it got sap all over it. So I've got to sand all that out. So we'll see. But it should be up by the end of this month. But I also don't like the tall 65 or 60 Aquarium tanks. It looks awkward. Yeah. Isn't the 60 the marine land, or is 60? One of them is a marine land, and it just looks weird. It looks weird. 4 extra inches of substrate. There you go. Shrimp hate me. 120 fat boy. Yeah, the 4x2. I've never actually kept a 120-gallon aquarium. I've never had one. I wanted one for the longest time, but never found like a good enough deal on one. So I ended up putting 2 55s in that place, which was not ideal, but almost same dimensions. How do you feel about rimless cubes aquariums? I feel like they could be fun, but I've never seen one in person. I've had a lot of them, and they are fun. And a lot of the rimless tanks you can get lids for too, which is kind of nice if you're worried about fish jumping. I think they're cool. They're fun. I'm just not a huge nano tank person. I prefer nano fish in really large aquariums versus nano fish in nano aquariums. But I set them up here and there. They come and go. Ken's Fish, what's up, buddy? Says, what's up, Fish Fam? Just got some shrimp. Heard cucumber is good for them. How do you prepare it, though? I don't prepare it at all, Ginger. I just stick a fork in it and throw it in the tank. And I literally stick a fork in it, because it'll cause it to shrink. Or sink, not shrink. Sink. Sink, sink, sink. What would be my top picks for stocking a 55-gallon? I'd probably do like a ton of Pracox rainbows or a ton of Kamaka rainbows. And then I would do a ton of Corridoras, any species of Corridoras. And I would go with, what else? Probably some Epistos. Pretty standard Steenfott Aquatics answer right there. Epistos, Corridoras, and rainbow fish. Skipper, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Drum says, yeah, Marine Land has a 60 that is like a taller 55. I have a planted 4-foot 120 barb tank, and I love it. Yeah, I do. So one day, I've got no space for a 120 in my new fish room. But one day I will have a 120. Trust me, if you stick a fork in it, it's going to shrink too. Kenny E, what's up, buddy? What's up? Good to see you. Under a tree? Yeah. Yeah. Yep, it was moved outside, and then it sat outside for like a year, and it got sap all over it, and pine cones and needles are all stuck to it, so, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, but it's an acrylic tank, so you can just sand it all up, buff it out. You know, it's probably going to take like one good day's work to clean it up. Shouldn't be that bad. I was thinking rainbows, Corys, bristlenose, and a few others I have in my 55. Yeah, oh, plecos, yeah. I always leave plecos out. I'm not sure why, but plecos. I would definitely put 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 plecos in there. Rico Stan, what's up? Jess, what's going on? Mains, Tails, Ferns, and Fins, the aquatic morning show that just ended about 10 minutes before I went live. I might have been lurking. No one really knows. Patrick's Aquatic says, I bought 20 Pracox. Dumbly didn't QT. 2 days later, they were all dead as well as all my tetras. They had columnaris. Parameters were spot on. I removed my other fish to treat in separate tanks. Boy, at that point, I would just treat the whole tank. Man, that's rough. That's brutal. Sorry to hear that. Man. Anyone keeping marine tanks? I do want to set one up. I am working with someone to get a marine tank going, so it should be fun. Chubby Guppy says, thank you to our veterans and service members, not just ours, all, but especially ours because I live here, but all of them, everywhere, but especially mine, not mine, ours. Hi, my fish tanks. Hi, my fish tanks. Anyone? Oh, I already got that one. How can I treat my tank without killing my plants with salt, killing the bacteria with methylene? I've never had salt kill my plants ever. Now, if you do a crap ton of salt, obviously you're gonna have problems. Or there's plants that are definitely more sensitive to salt, but I've had plants die back definitely, but I'm not worried about plants dying back because they will regrow. So I have no fear when it comes to salting planted tanks. Hey Bob, which species is better for a 30-gallon? Dwarf, neon, rainbows, or diorite? Definitely not diorite. Those get big. Gertrude, I would definitely go with Gertrude. Pracox, rainbows, dwarf neons would work in a 30, but it would be kind of cramped. Pseudomagills would be perfect. They would love that space, and you can get more since they are smaller. That's my opinion. Definitely not Georgia. I have got some huge. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right or wrong, but that's how I say it. Diorite. Anyways, I've got a couple that are really big. What's going on, peeps? Blackwater Aquatics. Would Hillstream loaches enjoy cucumber as well? Oh boy, I'm sure they would like rasp on it. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've ever done cucumbers. I mean, they are herbivores, so I would imagine they would, but I don't think I've ever done cucumbers for them. Interesting. I'm sure they would love it, though. Interesting. We have one marine tank, 600 liters. No name, $5 super chat says, hey Bob, what is the best mop material to use for rainbow fish eggs? I've heard that acrylic is best. Yes, acrylic yarn. The color doesn't seem to matter. However, most people just choose green because it's, natural, plant-like looking. But yeah, from my research, the color doesn't really matter. So if you don't have green as an option, then just get anything as long as it's acrylic. But yes, acrylic yarn is by far the best. And then I get like the cork top wood cork things and just drill a hole through it and then tie it around that. Very easy. Yeah, acrylic yarn. And thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. And thanks Ginger for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. Jess says I have 140 saltwater. That's about what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to find space for my 33 long because I want that to be my saltwater tank, but I don't think it's gonna work out. So I might have to go with a 40 breeder, and I'm just gonna do a 40 breeder with a hang-on back filter, and that's it. Or if I do a 33 long, it'll just be one hang-on back filter for that too. That's it. No other crazy salt equipment. Fish Tank Barn, what's going on, buddy? Patrick Aquatics rejoining the Dream Team. Thank you, I appreciate it. No Name says also the super chat is to support you. Well, thank you. I certainly do appreciate it. Listening to your stream while plowing snow. Have a great day, everyone. Skylar, I am super jealous. I'm super jealous. We don't get much snow around here anymore. Bob, I'm ditching the crystal shrimp in the 10-gallon with stratum and a lot of almond leaves, so tank has lower pH. Would regular cherries thrive in there? Probably not at the start. I would say if you got like a dozen, you might lose a couple, and then it might take like 2 months for them to get kind of situated in there. But long run, I think they would be just fine. I don't think they'd have any issues. Well, that's a weird name. I don't even know what that is, but thumbs up to you too, buddy. I'm staying on my 1 month. Oh, and now message retracted. I started with a hang-on back, but moved up to a sump only because it was given to me. I'm not against using a sump. However, I'm stacking my 40 breeders, so I won't. A sump's not an option, but. I'm staying on my I'm staying on my 1 month off membership. Okay. 1 month on, 1 month off. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Lisa's Tiny Tank says, I just got a new 125. That's exciting. It's going to be a rainbow fish tank. That's even more exciting. I'm wondering if a school of tiger barbs would go with them. I've always loved tigers, never kept them. Their reputation scares me. If you get a large enough school and also not wimpy rainbow fish. So I would not go with smaller rainbow fish. I would go with some of the larger species, and you'll be just fine. I wouldn't be too worried about it. But no, like, dwarf species, no pseudomcgills. I would probably stay away. I would Praecox and Kamakas are probably where you want to start size-wise. I wouldn't go any smaller than them. 2.5 gallon stocking ideas would be 5 nearite snails. I would just do shrimp. Anything that small. Anything under 5 gallons, it's just shrimp for me. And congrats on the new 125. I still remember getting my first 125. Bob, you're glitching. A glitch in the Matrix. 2.5 stocking ideas. 5 nearite snails. Oh, man. Yeah, for me, like, I would not get enjoyment from putting fish. Maybe, like, a pair of batis, like scarlet batis. Maybe. But, yeah, I don't know. There's not much I would do outside of shrimp in a 2.5 gallon. There would be a lot of debates going. Like, some people will say betta fish. Some people are like, no, never. Yeah, Bob is glitching. I don't know what that means. I do know Duke Nukem sent a $20 super chat tennis court rental fee. Well, thank you. Luckily, the tennis courts are free here. It's the balls that are expensive because I just can't resist like hitting home runs on the tennis court. Just hit them as hard as I can. So I do lose a lot of tennis balls. Don't do that. That poor Battis. It would be just like I would do a pair in a 2.5 gallon if it was strictly for breeding. If I was just trying to get them to spawn. Really liking this Thursday live stream, listening while I work on an oil furnace. All right. I like the Thursday mornings too. Usually don't get very many people in here, so it's a little more intimate. We can have a little easier conversation. How do you feel about the 37 gallon? I believe it is Top Fin makes them. I have a 37 gallon. I had a 37 gallon aquarium from Aquarium. There's a few companies that make it. And I'm not a fan of tall, skinny tanks. If it's the same one I'm thinking about, 30 by 12, yeah. So it's tall and skinny. Someone changed something in the Matrix. Do I have to pull up my channel on YouTube and see what it looks like? Because it looks fine on my screen. Let's take a look. Oh, it is glitching really bad, huh? Maybe if I just stop moving, you won't notice it glitching. Is this audio glitch too? It's not even in HD. Something's going on here. Interesting. If I put it in HD, it's even more glitchy. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a little diagnostics, huh? What do we got going on here? Uh-oh. Internet's not looking good. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Listening while sitting at my koi pond fighting annoying bugs. Ginger Grumble with a $5 super chat. Hit the like, please. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're getting some packet loss, so there might be some glitching. We've had some really bad storms around here, which I'm guessing might be what the issue is, but just joined. Audio is perfect. Camantha, welcome. Audio's all good. Audio's good. I only get 50 or 60 at most for my daytime stream. 80 people in here right now, and that's not a lot. Must be nice. Well, you know, it's all about well, not perspective, but I mean, I've been doing it for like 6 years. So in 6 years, you'll probably have more than I do because you're a better live streamer. So, you know, you just got to put the time in. You look like Max Headroom. That's perfect. I like it. I like it. Max Headroom. Not a lot of packet loss, but enough to make some issues. So it'll probably come and go. Will rainbows pick on crayfish? Generally not. Generally they'll... Now, if you have rainbows first and you put the crayfish in there, they might like just poke at it a little bit, but they're just investigating. Once they figure out that it's not food, it's not going to harm them, then they'll just leave it alone. Nice intimate stream. Light some candles, dim the lights, and put on some Marvin Gaye. Ain't seeing it on my end. Yeah, I don't think it's enough to cause some serious issues, so we should be fine. We should be fine. Corporate meeting time back later. Oh, I don't miss those. Those are the worst. The worst. Max Headroom. Good old Max Headroom. Carrie, what's going on? Science Gal Aquatics. Just join. Just video, audio. Blue Water Jim says, I got a 45 tall for free. What Mbuna would you stock in that? 45 tall. You know, I'm a huge fan of Cynotilapia, so I would probably go that route. Cynotilapias. There's a couple different collection points, different colorations you can get. Yeah, Cynotilapia, I love them. They're smaller, They get probably like 3.5, 4 inches max, and just a ton of personality and a ton of color. How many shrimp do you need to start a colony? I mean, it depends on how long you want the colony to take off. I mean, really, you could get like 6, and you could start a colony with 6. I usually buy 20 at a time, though, just because I'm impatient and I want lots of babies fast. Can't work in my 29 high without wet armpits. 29 high? I don't think I've ever seen a 29 high. Interesting. Just noticed the green color. I'm digging the color, Bob. Yeah, it is bright green. It is from the Deontay Weather Collection, who is a super cool dude. He is a designer, and I happen to know him personally, so you know, supporting him. I got myself a hoodie. Gotta hate columnaris. Killed 25 of my huge 3-year-old black neons. Can't believe I did that to myself. I'll be honest, I don't quarantine hardly ever anymore. It really just depends on where I get my fish, which most of them come from pretty good sources these days. So, you know, that might come back to bite me in the butt one day, but we'll see. Hey, Bob, I just set up a 40 breeder with a cycled Tidal 55 and small sponge filter. Right now, there are 10 Okefenokee pygmy sunfish, 8 mono shrimp, and about 10 least killifish. I'll add 8 Sohula rainbows. Sounds like a really fun tank, my friend. I would love to see that. Could I add 10 Pseudomygale Gertrude and 10 Radinocentris eventually? Ooh, so Radinocentris get a lot bigger than people think. They're not a big-bodied fish, but they are long, and they get like 4 inches. Like a full-grown adult is a lot bigger than people think. I would probably leave out the Radinocentris. Gertrude would be all right, but the Radinocentris, I mean, the Radinocentris would get big enough to like pick on your least killifish. So I would be concerned with that. QC Aquaholic says, Happy Veterans Day to all my fellow vets. Absolutely. Ginger Grumble says, Deontay is the best. Yeah, super nice guy. One of the nicest guys ever. A Power is King says, you smoke weed. I do not, but you know, more power to you if you want to. I don't. Okay. Jeremy, I keep painted fire cherry red shrimp. I started with 12, have 100 plus shrimplets 8 months later. Depends on how fast you want to grow the group. Good luck. Yeah, that's all it comes down to. I mean, you could start a colony with a male and a female, like 2. So just depends on how fast. I always go for 20, like 20. 20 is my number. But I'm impatient. Is weed even legal in Washington? Yep. There's probably like 100 stores within like a 1 mile radius. It's ridiculous. Not really, because I'm out in BFE, but you know what I mean. Anyone know if Panagara can survive in the low to mid 60s? I wouldn't, yes, but I wouldn't keep them in that temperature for an extended period of time. So I'm sure you're thinking like an extended period of time. I probably would not recommend it. They can go in lower temperatures, but not that low. Not for an extended period of time. Thanks for the advice, Bob. Bob, sorry? Sorry for what? I don't know what you're sorry for, so apology not accepted. Who does that anymore? I'm sure a lot of people. But anyways, this is a fish stream, not a weed stream. A lot of people assume I do, but I don't. Whatever. I'm just naturally super chill, I guess. I don't know. I'm cool. Too cool for school. Paul McCarthy, what's going on, buddy? Welcome back. Ex Machina? I just survived a meeting that could have been an email. I'm telling you. Like almost every meeting, I swear, could just be an email. And most of them don't even need to be an email. Like, it's stuff that doesn't even need to be said. Like, the corporate world is such a joke. How are your mini farms doing, Bob? That was one of the more interesting videos. Being from Los Angeles, the farms looked heavenly. Wet. Everything is really wet right now. Rain. rain, and more rain. It flooded in my land, so that was pretty fun. The last week I've been just digging drainage ditches. So yeah, really exciting. I dig a ditch and all the water drains out and I'm like, cool. And then we get like 3 days of just downpour and it floods again. My drainage ditch floods. I'm like, so now I got to dig it deeper and I got to dig another one and I got to dig it longer. And it's just nonstop. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I just bought 30 pounds of black gravel on Amazon for $7.50. It's on sale for 56% off. 30 pounds of black gravel. Let's go to Amazon. I'm just going to type 30 pounds black gravel. Hmm. 30 pounds black. Oh, wait, what? Hold the phones. What's going on here? Oh my gosh. $30 black. Oh my gosh. There we go. There we go. $8 with shipping. Wow. If anyone wants 30 pounds of black gravel, wait a minute. There we are. There is the link. Hey Bob, have been successfully breeding 135 leopard frog plecos. It's a new project I'm working on. Have been successful. So I don't know if you're asking me if I've done it or are you saying you have done it. I'm confused. Have you, I meant. Oh, there you go. No, I've never bred leopard frog plecos. I had a group of 3, and if they ever bred, they never survived. I do not miss working in IT in the corporate world. That is exactly what I did, and it was horrible. I work in IT for a private school now. It's so much nicer. I can imagine. The worst IT job is hospitals, because doctors are stupid. They are so stupid. When it comes to computers. All right, I'll clarify. When it comes to computers, they are the worst people in the world to deal with. But yeah, corporate's not much better. Taking sister-in-law to lunch. Have a great weekend, everyone. Trish, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Good to see you as always. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for you and yours service. I agree. Have the opportunity to get a breeding pair of Pseudomagilla Gertrude. Would be a good setup for breeding success. I would just do them in a 10-gallon spawning mop and good to go. You could even do it in a 5-gallon if you wanted to, but you know, not being a fan of tanks under 10 gallons, I would go with a 10-gallon. A 10-gallon and a spawning mop is really all you need. And obviously to make them happy. Have you ever grown bloodworms or blackworms? I'm looking for a great live food for my pea puffers and cories. I've never grown bloodworms. I've only done frozen. And I've never had a blackworm colony. But I do buy blackworms a lot, but they will live in your tank for a very long time, if not, reproduce in your tank. So, yeah, I've never done either. Have a customer. Have a great day. Good luck, man. Make that sale. I retired from IT, but the last few years were in a local county government, and the stress level was pretty much non-existent. Yeah, I would imagine a government job being pretty cake. It's funny how there are 3 main areas of fish tubers: Washington, Florida, and Midwest, where I live. There's a good group of people in California. There's a lot of people in Texas. I don't know. I feel like there's not very many in Washington, to be honest. I don't know. I would expand that to like Pacific Northwest, maybe Pacific Northwest, but Like, I mean, Tennessee, there's like 1 billion of you all in Tennessee. It's crazy. Crazy, I say. Baked potatoes are healthier? What? Okay. Baked potatoes are bad for your knees. Did you know that? Did you know that? Anything in the nightshade family? Hey Bob, I have 10 Radinocentrus and a 29. Should I move them to my 75 paludarium, which have about 30 gallons of water and 4-foot long swimming space? Yes, I would. I have Radinocentrus in my 125 paludarium. I call it a paludarium, but it's just half filled with water. It's just an aquarium that's half full. But I have Radinocentrus in there, and it's great. I would think they would prefer the longer tank. Any plans on camping with Jimbo? There are currently zero camping plans from Jimbo or Corey, which is sad. Tennessee has tons. PA has a ton. Oh, yeah, PA. Yep. New York. Yep. I mean, they're everywhere. It does seem like they're everywhere, but... Off to the doctor's office again. Have you all a lovely day, and thank you to all that have served our country. BJ, I hope everything is fine. Billie Jean. Yeah, I hope everything's okay. I mean... Good luck. So I have an interesting story to share, but it's not fishy related. Sorry. Well, I think we are all pro interesting stories around here, so feel free to share. What? Washington is like the Hollywood of fish tubers. There's you, Corey, Bentley, Dean, and a bajillion other celebrities, like fish celebrities, of course. I don't know. Definitely not a celebrity. Definitely not on the same level as the people that you mentioned, but thank you, I guess. Marlon says, I got my first baby bristlenose pleco last week. I love it. You can't go wrong with bristlenose. You can't. I bought 10 rads from Tewa Creek from Marcel, and they did not like my water. They all died within 5 days. Oof. Man, Tewa Creeks are the nice ones, too. I'm sorry to hear that. $389.99 for a 10-gallon hex tall bowfront corner. A good deal. Seems legit. I'd probably buy like 3 of them, maybe stack them. DeFreeze Aquarium says, I'm headed to Tennessee within the next month or so. As soon as I find a place, got to get out of New York. Boy, a lot of people going to Tennessee, a lot of people going to Texas, a lot of people going to Idaho. It's crazy. Toby Crates also is in Washington, another fish tuber. I don't know. It probably doesn't seem like there's a lot to me because I just kind of stay on my own little island out here, you know. So I have an interesting story. Yep. Funny you mentioned tennis earlier. I was playing a league match and fell, landed on my right wrist, hurt a lot. Went to doctor the other day, did acupuncture, never done it. Now I'm pain free. I'm telling you, acupuncture is crazy. Like, if you've never tried it, don't knock it. I'm telling you. There's a lot of people that just think it's like mumbo jumbo or something, but I'm telling you, don't knock it till you try it. Can do some pretty crazy stuff. Has anyone not going to the poorhouse from Dan's Fish? He's got some nice inventory. I agree. I definitely agree. I want to go to Florida. I would have a hard time living somewhere that doesn't have all 4 seasons. Like, I don't know that I could live somewhere that's summer like all year. That's just, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a lot of fun to me. So I don't know that I would ever move south. Like anywhere. Texas, Florida, New Mexico, Arizona, California. I gotta have my winters. I gotta have my springs and my falls. I don't know. My Bucephalandra is over 2 days late shipping. If the rhizome isn't mushy, it should be okay. Yeah, oh yeah. Yep. As long as you're getting it from a legit person, plants can last a long, long time in the mail. As long as that person knows, how to pack them, which hopefully they would. But when I was looking around Tennessee, I was looking for fish stores, etc. Yeah. Have you seen the shady diss video from Instagram about KG Tropicals? Yeah. Yeah. Don't let your pumpkins rot. Dice them, freeze them, and feed them to your plecos. They do love pumpkins. Acupuncture is wonderful. I get it for medical side effects. When it's skeptical, though, yeah, I swear. Like, I was skeptical, too. And I was like, what is going on? This is amazing. He stuck about 15 needles in my arm. I'm telling you. And a lot of, like, well, not a lot, but insurance does cover it. Some insurance. As long as you're not on, like, the bronze plan. I love Florida, but there's no cold or no snow, just cold. Does it freeze in Florida? I feel like it doesn't freeze in Florida. Maybe it does. I don't know. Yeah, I'm in Florida. Too hot 90% of the year. Like, too hot to handle. It's not even fun to be outside. I love living in Kentucky because nobody wants to move here. Oh, man. The only thing I know about Kentucky is what I learned from Raylan Givens. That's it. So that's all I know about Kentucky. Tennessee does have a lot of aquarists, but not too many swaps or clubs. The nearest one near me is Tuna. That's crazy to me, TN Aqua. There's like so many. I feel like it would be super easy to just start a fish club in Tennessee because it seems like there's so many of them. So many of them. Imagine having to shovel your driveway. Good thing I live in Southern California, so I would never have to do that. The bliss of living in places with 3 seasons. Man, I could not live without snow. Snow is so fun. I love snow. My dogs love snow. It's so fun to drive in snow. Everything about snow. It's so quiet and peaceful. When everything gets blanketed with snow, it's like just whisper quiet. Michelle says, Bob, I'm the same. I need all 4 seasons as well. Yeah. I love the no snow winters in Florida. We have lots of seasons, sometimes all 4, multiple times in 1 month. I remember going to Florida and just being like 90 degrees during the day, and then every day at around 6 o'clock, it was like torrential downpour for like 30 minutes, and then it was like 90 degrees and sunny again. Like clockwork. Every single day, 6 o'clock, just whoosh, like a monsoon just hitting. I live in Colorado at 7,500 feet. Fish plant shipping season is pretty short. I tried cycling my tank, but it doesn't have bike pedals. Oh, there's a knee slapper. Holy smokes. Kentucky, I know there's hot fried chicken and music. Kentucky fried chicken is not very good, though. I mean, let's be real. That's some of the worst chicken I've ever had in my life. KFC chicken. Ugh, it's gross. Gross. I'm telling you. It's gross. It doesn't have bike pedals. I wish I could find a fish club in Fairbanks, Alaska. Oof, that would be rough. Oof. I said oof, and I hate when people say oof. But boy, Fairbanks, Alaska. Oof. Is it hard just to get fish in there in general, or can you like get them shipped in? I obviously don't know. I just feel like it would be hard to get fish there. I don't know, but maybe it's not that bad. Fairbanks, Alaska. I can't wait to go to Alaska. Maybe next year's the year. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not sure. Sorry if this is a dead topic, but you're still glitching. Yeah. Yep. Not much I can do. I love the snow and look forward to it. Yeah, I mean, snowman. Yellow snow. Oh, there's so much fun. Mark, you get snow where you live? Oof. I don't mind when people say oof, but I hate when they type it out. Like when they actually type out oof. Like, what? I don't know. And millennials. That's like a millennial thing, right? I don't know. What do I know? Oof. Bob, I meant Nashville hot chicken. Everyone knows the Popeyes. Popeyes is better than KFC, but Popeyes is not that good either. But it is significantly better than KFC. I will give it that. Bob, you could green screen that hoodie, be a talking head. So yeah, I could, but I would have to get the same tint. So my green screen is way darker. And so when I wear this on a green screen, it just looks like staticky. Like it's kind of see-through, but it just looks like static. since it's not the exact same color or even close to the same color. How long does it take for angelfish to get full grown, and how large do they get? Iron aquarium, that completely depends on you and the species of angelfish, right? There's angelfish that'll get a size of like a dinner plate, and there's angelfish that'll get the size of, you know, the smaller plates. I don't know what they're called. But as far as how fast, I mean, you could feed them like 3 times a day and do water changes daily, and that's how you would grow them super fast. So yeah, millennials are old now. That's it. Oh, are millennials old now? Oh my gosh, if millennials are old, I'm like a grandfather. Holy smokes. Oofta. Oofta. Is that a thing? Oofta. I live in the snow belt in upstate New York, right on the Lake Ontario shoreline. People talk about Buffalo getting snow, but they don't even get half of what we do here. That sounds amazing. I want to live somewhere where I get like 3 feet of snow every year, at least once. It doesn't have to stick around for months, but it does have to, you know, get like 3 feet of snow at least once for like a week. Here, if it snows here, it's usually gone by like noon. It's very annoying. Funny you said KFC. My girlfriend walks in with KFC. I mean, it's better than starving, but still, like, I feel like KFC in the 80s was way better. I remember loving KFC as a kid. And maybe I just grew up and got smarter, or my taste buds changed, or I feel like the chicken changed, though. I don't know. Isn't Bob a millennial? I am definitely not a millennial. I'm way too old to be a millennial. You keep that stuff up by you. Oh, man. Yeet, yeet. Oh, my gosh. Don't even get me started on yeet. I really don't eat from any of those. Man, there's no, like, really good fried chicken anywhere in Washington. I swear. It doesn't exist. No good fried chicken anywhere. Although I did drive past somewhere in Everett not too long ago that was like southern fried. It was called like Grandma's Southern Fried Chicken or something like that. And I wanted to try that. It looked like one of these places, like it wasn't fancy. It was kind of looked like it was run down a little bit. And those places usually have like the best food. Like they've got like years of just grease, or as I call, like flavor on the oven, and just makes everything taste better. I don't know. So I gotta try that. But for the most part, there's no good fried chicken in Washington anywhere. They got tired of good old greasy wedges. Y'all can keep your snow. I'm glad y'all love it. I can't handle the cold, and from what I've heard, driving in the snow is nothing like driving through mud. Can't do it. Driving in mud can be kind of a pain in the butt. Driving in snow is generally pretty easy. It's the other drivers that you have to worry about more so than the snow. Heaven sent southern fried chicken. Ezzles? What? Is this a place I should be looking at? Looking for? A few of the worst words nowadays: dope, savage, and swole. Nobody says swole anymore, though, thankfully. That died a while ago. Swole. I hate bro. I hate when people say bro. Cougar, it snows and stays for a week. Cougar? Oh, yeah, you guys get hit hard. Wait, what am I missing here? Clearly missing something. There's a little town called Hooker not far from us that got 11 feet in a week and did not break their snowfall record. Oh, that sounds so fun. As long as you're stocked up on supplies. Okay, here we go. Lake City Way, Ezzles Chicken. Well, you know the nice thing about that is if it's not good, there is a Dick's restaurant there too, right? I do like that restaurant, and I'm not going to say it again. Okay, I'm going to Google this. Lake City Way, Ezzles Chicken. Ezzles famous chicken. All right, I'm going to keep this up because In 1984, Ezel's Famous Chicken opened its first location in Seattle. Over 36 years later, the locally owned family business has grown, while members of the founding family are still active and involved every day. Okay. All right. I think I definitely could dig this. Give it a try. Order now for pickup. A little too far from that. Locations. Where are we at here? Bellevue, Edmond. Oh, Edmonds. That's better. It's a little closer. Here we go. Linwood. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, you know what? Somebody else told me to try this place. Holy crap. There's like 100 of them. Linwood. Okay. Linwood or Mill Creek. That's the one. I'm going to keep this open. And maybe I'll go there tomorrow. Bro, I went to KFC to try to get swole. Oof. Oof. I don't care for Ezel's or Heaven Sent every time there was hairs in the food. That's just fiber. Like, don't complain about fiber. Ezel's Fried Chicken, Oprah made it famous a decade ago. Well, that's not really... that doesn't really make me want to go. Can I put 11 Serpent Tetras, 6 Corys, and 1 Honey Crummy in a 20-gallon standard? Yes. It would be cramped. It would be a little cramped. I would maybe do a little less Tetras. But yeah, I'd maybe cut it down to like 8 Tetras. I don't know. I feel like 11 might start getting a little cramped. The word people... Oh, bet. I was watching something on YouTube, and the guy kept saying bet. Like, bet, bet, bet. I'm like, what in the world is he... I just couldn't figure it out. Like, what? I actually had to Google it, and I'm like, oh, it's slang? Like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Bet. Bet. Like, I don't even know how to use it in a sentence as slang. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Bet. So dumb. A lady at Popeyes taught me about biscuits and honey. There's a special place in heaven for her. Biscuits and honey. A lot of people freak out about the Popeyes biscuits, but I don't think they're very good. I don't know. Not a fan. Haven't heard those words since 2017. That was ages ago. Savage. I'm glad Savage went away. Bet. Barbara Jackson. Good morning, Bob and everyone. On my way to the gas station. Wish me luck. I'm bringing sacks of cash. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. Holy. Oof. Oof. Go to the gas station. Oof. Right? Right, dogs? Oof. Oof. Oh my gosh. Sus is like... Somebody said sus to me like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like... What does that mean? Like sustain? Suspension? Like... I was like, what is... I don't even know what that means. It was so stupid. Have you listened to John Mayer yet? Negative. I completely forgot. They're so dry. I know, right? You're talking about their biscuits, yeah. If you don't have a drink with Popeye's biscuits, you will definitely choke. You need a gallon of milk afterwards. Oh man. Sus is like the dumbest thing ever. I mean, just when I think I hear the dumbest word ever, someone comes up with sus, and I'm just like, suspect. Just say suspect. Like, are you that lazy? I could get it if you're like typing it. Like, we abbreviate and we have all kinds of abbreviations and acronyms for like text messages, because you gotta, when you're driving down the road, you gotta abbreviate. You gotta use acronyms, right? You don't want to spend too much time texting on the road. But if you're having a real conversation and you're like, someone said LOL to me, like we were talking face to face, and I made some stupid joke, and he's like LOL. I'm like, did you just say LOL? Like, what is that? I'm like, I'm never talking to you again. Get away from me. Go home. You're fired. Gosh. Yeah, I agree, son of a quack. If someone says sus to you and they're not in high school or lower, leave. Get away. I lived through the 60s and still call people dude, so I guess I can't really comment on slang. I mean, well, dude is good. There's nothing wrong with dude. Like, dude. What's up, dude? Hey, dudes. You dudes are tired. All you dudes are sleeping. It's more for suspicious. Sus is from a stupid game. It's for suspicious. Well, suspicious and suspect, kind of the same thing. If I was born in 95, I was born in 95 and used dude. Yeah, I use dude. I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. Because we're all dudes. Curb has an episode on LOL. Is it one of the... I haven't seen the new season. I was so blown away that somebody said LOL to me in person. Son of a Quack says, I feel like I'm the only remotely young person here. I've heard people say lol. Yeah, that was really big. Probably like 8 years ago in like the gaming community. Lol. Lol. Oh my gosh. This place is dope. Place is dope. I'm not fond of jelly, but that's just me. Like, jelly the food or people saying jelly? I'm not fond of either. I'm not fond of either. Dude is so much better than bro. Yep. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Curb Your Enthusiasm is such an amazing show. It's really good. Tubular. Still use dig it. I like using dig it or you dig. But if you told me one day, shaking my head. Oh man. Bob looks like he will call everyone brah. You look like you call everyone brah, and I know you do because I follow you on Instagram, bro. I say brew. Come on, brew. South African. Brew. Come on, brew. Tight. Psych. I tried to bring psych back a couple years ago and it didn't catch on. The younger generation just didn't get it. Get off my grass. Right? Just laugh if it's funny. I feel like people just don't know how to laugh anymore. I mean, really. It's such an issue these days that they don't even know how to laugh, so they have to say LOL. Like, they're incapable. Oh my gosh, a fish question. Do you think rainbow tank with a couple large groups of 2 to 3 species is better than a tank with a bunch of mismatched species? Patrick's Aquatics, I go back and forth on this all the time. I do like species only or maybe 2 species in one tank. And after like a year, I'm like, I want like a whole mix of rainbows. And so then I'll go and get a giant like community rainbow with like 1 or 2 of everything. And you get all the colors and it looks cool. And then after like a year of that, I'm like, you know what would be cool? Like 50 Parkinsoni rainbows. And so then I buy a bunch of just one species. And I just go back and forth. So I don't know what's better. Stonks. Isn't Stonks new? Stonks is pretty new, I think. Stonks. I think it means stocks, but I don't know. Just glad people stop saying poggers. I don't know. I've never heard poggers. I don't know what that is. Anyone ever yell modded? Modded? Haven't heard that one. Either. Tubular. I like tubular. Tubular, yeah. Notice people that LOLing don't even bust a smile. Face. I was talking about people using jelly for jealous. I know. I don't like jelly, and I don't like people using the word jelly for jealous. Oh, you're so jelly. Are you jelly? I'm jelly. You stupid. That's what you are. I love corridors. Oh, don't even get me. Oh my gosh, the cap thing. I just learned about the cap. Have you guys heard the cap? The cap. I love Corridora's no cap. Like, this is literally the dumbest. Like, this takes the cake. Like, just when you thought things couldn't get stupider, along comes cap. I would love to know where this came from, but I just learned about it seriously like a week ago. No cap. It's basically like no crap, except minus the R, or no but you know, whatever. I still say your mom. I use your mom a lot, but now people just get mad again. It's like your mom used to be an insult, and then it was a joke, and now it's like gone full circle, and it's an insult again. But whatever, I still say it. No cap. No cap. Oh, it's so stupid. I'm the same way. I go back and forth. I know. It's just like the only cap is on your head. Yep, right here, folks. Right here. This is the only cap. No cap. There's a cap back there. No cap. No cap. Oof. Society, man, we're all going downhills. Cap is abbreviated, which means no bull crap. Still, capping is abbreviated. Cap is abbreviated capping. Well, capping is just as stupid. How about that? Like, seriously. Like, if you're gonna swear, just swear. Don't stop changing words. Gosh, like this huge obsession of like creating and changing words. All caps. All caps. Benjamin, hey everybody. I use your mom like every day. I started using Rico Stan in the 90s, but now Stan is a stalker fan and Rico is a Japanese girl's name, so it looks like I'm an old pervert who likes Japanese girls. I mean, I am a pervert and you're old, but still. I added the old part for you. Big L for later. What about like Audi 5000? Does anyone say that anymore? Audi 5000. I'm going to be saying oof. I'm 52 years old and I sure don't use no cap. Just thought it was funny. It's not even funny though. It's just like it makes me want to punch myself in the head when I hear it. It's just my kid's been doing the gotcha hat from the Mayweather fight. Gotcha hat. Gotcha hat. Wow. Well, anyways, that's it for this live stream. No cap. Oh, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Ay. All right, that's going to do it. That's an interesting way to end the Thursday morning live stream. But things got to get done. I got aquariums to move. I got breakfast to make, so I'm out of here. Audi 5000. Audi 5000. I want to thank everyone for coming and hanging out. It's been a ton of fun. We will be back here Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific. As always, thanks for the rejoiners of the memberships, the super chatters, the thumbs up, the likers, the lurkers, the mods, and cap. Tiffany White. I'm not on with the current lingo. See, psychedelic, groovy. These are things that need to come back. Like 70s and 80s, like that stuff needs to come back. Not this cap, sus. I don't even know. I gotta go. I'm getting frustrated. Woo-saw. Woo.